Hi, Cherie Fogarty here, founder of Creating My Best Life and Habit Gratitude for Kids, where we show you how to get happier and more grateful children and be happier and more grateful yourself. And this week's tip for busy moms and dads for bringing more gratitude and happiness into your home this week is to teach your children how to have 3-to-1, 5-to-1, more positive interactions and feelings towards others. And this is part 2. Last week was part 1 where I showed you how and why it's important to have more positive interactions with our children, with our spouses, that the research studies show that there's a magic ratio of 5-to-1, although others say 7-to-1, 3-to-1, of positive interactions and feelings that we need to have with others, our spouse, our children, in order to have happier and healthier relationships. Okay, well, we know we don't need a controlled research study to tell us that more positive interactions and feelings towards others, especially our children and our spouses, will result in happier, better connected relationships. We know that. It's kind of common sense, right? To me, it's common sense. So we worked on that last week ourselves. We worked on having, 2-3 positive interactions and feelings towards our spouse and our children for every one maybe not so positive or negative interaction or feeling. And again, we talked about gratitude and happiness, gratitude, showing our gratitude and appreciation to others as a way of having a positive interaction, complimenting people, and just listening to what they're saying, really stopping what you're doing, paying attention and hearing what they have to say. And so those are just 3 simple ways. And gratitude and appreciation, showing that, feeling it towards them, is really the easiest way to do it. So this week is all about teaching our children to do this. Now, they may or may not have noticed, hopefully they did, especially if this was something new to you, last week, how much the positive interactions that you had with them and feelings towards them improved things. And maybe they didn't know exactly what was going on, maybe you just did it kind of behind the scenes, but hopefully they noticed a difference. And this week we're going to tell them, listen, obviously for better relationships and to be happier together and as a family, the more positive feelings we can have towards each other and interactions with each other, the better we're all going to be, the happier we're going to be. So encourage them. It's kind of like filling the bucket and kindness, and it's that idea for them, to tell your children, we're just going to be kinder to each other, to our siblings, to dad, to mom, and again, show them, just say, just tell your sister how much you appreciated her helping you with her homework, or how nice she looks today, or tell your brother, you are so happy and appreciative that he went out and threw the baseball with you. Whatever it is, for kids it can be kindness, gratitude, appreciation, giving compliments. Those are things that are easy for them to do and make them feel good to do, but also the recipient feels good as well. So really for them, this is more about just having more positive interactions with family members. And again, you're the example. You're going to continue what you did from last week, part 1. And again, if you didn't do that or see it yet, please go back. It's right under this week's tip, and do that first and then come back to this tip. But you'll be the example, the continuing example of this. And just ask them at dinner or before bed how, after a few days, how this was going and how they feel and how they think their siblings feel and how you feel having more positive interactions towards you. So that's it. It's super simple. And again, common sense needs to meet common practice, though, to get the benefit of this tip. Knowing it and saying, of course, having more positive interactions, again, common sense. We don't need the research study to tell us, but if we don't do it, if we don't actively pay attention and do this, we don't get the benefit of it. So I hope you and your children will do this week. And after you've done it for a few days, I'd love to hear from you. How is it working for your children? Do they feel happier? Do you see a difference in the way that they interact with you and with each other? So I'd love to hear from you, and let us know what you think of this tip and how it's working in your family. And as always, if you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel and share it with your mom or dad network. And if you want even more tips, tools, ideas, and strategies for how to get happier and more grateful children and to be happier and more grateful yourself, head over to CherieFogarty.com if you're not already there after the episode, and sign up for email updates. Thanks so much for being here, for being a mom or dad, and for everything you do each and every day to be the best one you can be. It's a lot, but there's nothing more important to do. And I honor you for everything that you do, because remember, we can have happier and more grateful children. We can be happier and more grateful ourselves, and we can and we are changing the world one child and one family at a time, starting with our own. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.